One of the biggest challenges in teams is truly understanding each other, both our strengths and our blind spots. That's where the Johari Window comes in. It is a simple but powerful tool that helps teams build trust, improve communication, and uncover hidden potential. Today, I will walk you through what the Johari Window is, how to use it with a structured template and the strength cards by MetaFox, and how this exercise helps teams grow stronger together. Let's dive in. The Johari Window was created by psychologists Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham in 1955 as a model for self-awareness and group dynamics. The public area is known to self and others and entails our strengths and our traits and everything that we know about ourselves, but also others know about it. The blind spot are things that are not known to us, but they are known to others. These are things that others notice about us, but we don't seem to see. This is where feedback comes in handy to improve ourselves, to help us overcome patterns that we have learned in the past, and to eventually outgrow our current version of ourselves. Then we have the secret area, which is known to us, but not to others. This is our baggage. These are things that we don't want to share. These might be personal strengths and stories that we don't find appropriate of others know. And lastly, we have the unknown area. This is not known to us, and it's also not known to the others. So that's untapped potential, unconscious traits, but also unknown fears and anything else. This is where real growth happens through self-reflection and new experiences to expand who we are today. The goal of the Johari Window is to show what is it that we know from each other, because only if we know from each other, then we can build on this knowledge. So the goal is always to expand the open area and share more with each other. Now that we have covered what the Johari Window is, let's talk about how we can use it in a team building or group workshop. On the template, it has a section on the top which says My Strengths. And in this section, you should ask your participants to self-reflect. What are your strengths? What are you really good at? What do you enjoy doing? If you could fill your time with just things that you want to do, what would those be? And how do these behaviors relate back to what you're good at? Because mostly, we're good at the things we like to do. And at the same time, what we like to do are the things we're good at. You can facilitate this exercise with a simple reflection, or you can already use these strength cards to give people hints into which direction to think. At this point, I personally like to work with behaviors, and I don't have to go too much into strengths vocabulary at all. Once I have filled this in, this is how this might look like for myself. So you can see that my strengths are around making decisions easily, thinking efficiently, and thinking in systems. I'm a fairly good listener, able to read body language, but also I have some analytical strengths here. I enjoy working with spreadsheets and doing some nice calculations. Now that your participants have filled in the My Strengths section, it's about time to go from self-reflection and introspection to giving feedback. And we can do this on a very simple level. We just ask each of your participants to give each other participant one strength card. What is your number one strength that I see in you? And by this, everybody gets a number of strength cards. Let's imagine I got the following cards. I got focused, analytical, active listener, and dependable, as well as calm At this point, we didn't talk about these strengths and what they mean. I simply received those cards. And now I'm moving these cards into the template to show you how I would do it. So what we have here is my self image on the top and the outside image on the bottom. Making decisions easily, working with spreadsheets. This is probably connected to the analytical side of things, maybe even with the focus side of things. Apparently, being an active listener is also same. I think I'm efficient, but nobody says that. So people might not see. So that's in the secret area. Nobody told something about facilitating meetings and workshops. And nobody said anything about learning new skills. Is that really my greatest strengths? Or is there something people are not seeing? Or is there something that they just couldn't take because I only got one card from each person? On the other hand, what I got from people is calm. And so far, I haven't really thought about myself as a calm person. At the same time, dependable is feedback I got, but I didn't think about it at the time. So now that I see it, it's actually good. Now that I see it, I actually think I am a dependable person and people can reliably get from what they need. With this being done, we can go into conversations. We can go into discussion. And here, I like to send people into breakouts of 3 people, maximum 4 people, to discuss what they have on their sheets. Or if you have a smaller team that you're working with, doing this in the full group, but to debrief the information you have here. People should present what they have, then discuss, debate anything they think is critical, anything they think that's not true, anything they see as surprising, anything they can come up with. And from there, you will find that different people on the team have different strengths, and these are recognized. And that's a very powerful way to improve the team cohesion